John Robison was a physicist and professor of natural philosophy at the University of Edinburgh. In his 1797 book titled Proofs of a Conspiracy Against All the Religions and Governments of Europe, carried on in the secret meetings of Freemasons, Illuminati, and reading societies, Robison argues that the Illuminati had infiltrated continental Freemasonry, leading to the excesses of the French Revolution. In 1798, the Reverend G.W. Snyder sent Robison's book to George Washington for his thoughts on the subject, in which he replied to him in a letter, quote, "I have heard much of the nefarious and dangerous plan and doctrines of the Illuminati, but never saw the book until you were pleased to send it to me. It was not my intention to doubt that the doctrines of the Illuminati and principles of Jacobinson had not spread in the United States. On the contrary, no one is more truly satisfied of this fact than I am." Founded in 1789, 13 years after the Illuminati, and allegedly influenced by them, the Jacobins were left-wing revolutionaries who aimed to end the reign of King Louis XVI and establish a French Republic. They were the most radical political faction involved in the French Revolution that saw 16,594 people being guillotined, including the royal family, and 2,640 people executed in Paris alone. One of their central tenets was secularism, which means the elimination of a noble class through wealth redistribution and the subversion of existing religions in favor of all human affairs run by the totalitarian state. Their motto was liberty, equality, and fraternity, a slogan that was a forerunner for radical Marxist ideology, mirrored in modern times in meaning by the communist terms diversity, equity, and inclusion, which promotes anti-nationalist sentiment, anti-traditionalist values, and what essentially today amounts to anti-white racism. In his book, To Eliminate the Opiate, Rabbi Marvin Antelman says, quote, "There's no argument about the relationship between the Illuminati and the Jacobins, who executed the terror during the French Revolution. There's also no argument among prominent Judaic scholars as to the continuum that existed between Jewish-born heretics who were followers of the false messiah, Sabbatai Zevi, through his successors, the radical practitioners of the Sabbatean cult called the Frankists, named after their founder, Jacob Frank, the Jacobins, and the Reform movement, which is progressive liberal Judaism."